3, 2, 1, go. What's up, guys? So I want to see how quickly I can make this little tiger in 3D. So let's open up a new. So we'll start with a regular shape like this, and we'll just have to figure out how to get to the tiger. Let's bring in the tiger first. Reference image, import tiger. Oh, I really should do that little guy too. I'm going to really try to be conscious of time and not think too much. I know that's difficult for me, but we'll see how it goes. All right, so this is what I see when I look at the tiger. So what is that? Oh. Okay, so this I see maybe a flattened cylinder with two spheres at the end. The lower jaw, I see like a flattened cylinder, or maybe even a flattened cylinder, and then a round ball, but all that cut in half. The head could just be maybe two cylinders, maybe a cylinder here and a cylinder here, or something like that. The ears, I just see discs that I sort of push in to give this sort of ear shape. I used to make ears like this, but I kind of forgot how to do it. And this I kind of see as either a cylinder with the bottom spread out, almost like a cone, or a cylinder just with the bottom spread out, since it's just like a bust. And then we do the carving here. We'll do the Boolean operation for the eyes. And I don't know, the hardest thing is going to be to get the face, the proportions right. So, all right, let's see what we can do. So let's start with the head. I think I see something like this, perhaps, with the head. It kind of looks like buns right now, but we'll work on that. But let's go ahead and validate. We'll just validate this for now. Okay, so we have the top of the head. I guess we can make these little ear type things. So let's make this head top. And I'm going to try to name everything as we go. That way we can keep everything together. Let's add another. Should we add a cylinder or a sphere? I think a sphere. So these, I want to be the ears. So I'm going to go ahead and flatten these like this for now. And since we're just blocking, we just kind of want to put them in the right sort of place. Which would be maybe something like this. And they'd be a little stretched probably. Kind of looks like Tigger or something. Okay, so so we have to do this snout. And also tigers, I feel like cats' heads are very like long. Their heads are very long. So I wonder if I can use my symmetry and spread it out. There we go. And I'll move it up a little bit too. I feel like the ears are kind of far back on their heads. So now let's add a cylinder. We'll do snap 90. Get a nice 90-degree angle. We'll take it off edit so I can move it freely. We have a flat cylinder. Although bigger. So let's just name this jaw top. And let's clone it, and let's name this one jaw bottom. I'm feeling a cylinder for the jaws, I think. And I think I'm going to put the sphere on the bottom of the bottom jaw. So I'm going to go ahead and validate this for now. I'll make a sphere that I can put on the bottom jaw. I kind of see it. I don't really see it that sticking out that much. So I think something like that might work. And then I'll just have to use move and like stretch it. Make sure I have symmetry on. I think sort of stretch it like that. But like I said, I'm doing this really, really quickly, and I'm just hoping that we can get to something good, because I really don't know. And as I go, I'm just gonna kind of smooth this stuff out, so it's not looking too crazy. I mean, I know it looks crazy, but you know. Do we also merge the head tops? I think we did. Did we? They don't look like they're... Okay, so let's put two spheres on. I'm going to make this a little bit longer. So let's add another sphere. We'll use the mirror on this one, and we'll put him in the front of his little snout. Maybe a little smaller, spread them apart. Maybe something like that. Let's see. Let's make it a little bigger like this, because we can always maybe cut off the bottom. I think that's okay. And again, I think I might want to just take the back. We'll do... Do I need symmetry? Yeah, I'll keep symmetry on. And then I just want to kind of spread it. I think all the way back to the... So we'll do a little something like that for now. It's like a balloon. It's like a balloon character. Okay, I gotta keep going. I gotta keep moving quickly. So let's call this, let's validate it. Jaw, top, snoot. That works for me. I'll even children it. I don't know what that's called. So now let's add another one, and let's call this, let's take it out of there, and let's call this nose. I wish I remembered how to do the noses. At one point in time I was doing some noses, but I think it had to do with flat. I can't really remember. That's kind of nice, actually. Something like that. We'll go ahead and validate it for now, since we were trying to make this quick. So what do I even do for these things? These thingies. I'm not even sure what I want to do for that. Cones are a little bit too much, I think. maybe spheres, but I kind of want like edges, I think. I kind of want edges. Like maybe manipulating like the bottom of like cones or something. Okay, so I could try and just manipulate this with drag. Okay, so symmetry is not on. Why was that not working? Head top. Oh, I must have a different symmetry. There we go. And let's make sure that it's, let's show line. That way we can see. And it looks like, does it look like it's directly in the middle? Let me hit world. World and local are the same, so it must be. Okay. So let's see if it's worth messing with this. I don't know. Let's do something crazy. So let's add a, let's do it. Let's try a sphere. And let's try to see if we can get that shape. That's actually not bad. I kind of like that. I wonder if I can... I wonder if I can manipulate this to kind of make it a little more round. It's kind of interesting. So let's go ahead and trim off the top because it's looking nuts. So we'll trim the top off and let's see if we can drag. It'd be kind of nice to do the whole thing. So let's take this one and I think the front and the back. It's kind of cool, actually. What would be nice if I clone it and then I make one a little bit different. Maybe even go like that to it. Let's clone it again and let's do another one. It's kind of cool, actually. I kind of like it. Let's take the cone and let's sort of make it, connect it more to the head. Oops. Even though that kind of is what I want to do. Bring that down. It's kind of interesting, like it works kind of in the front. It's not, there's something I don't like about it though. I think I want to maybe stretch it, bring it down. Okay, and he also needs a bottom jaw, I guess, right? So, let's see what happens if I just trim it. Oh, my trim tool was probably, these stupid settings probably came back. So let's go to this jaw and let's just try to trim it. Let's see what happens if I just trim it here, like this. It's not bad, actually. I can stretch it out. Oh. Something like that. I mean, it actually looks decent compared to my drawing. I think it looks decent for not really thinking too hard about it. Okay, so maybe I can just stretch this back part out. Am I using drag? What does the rest of the head look like? And actually, maybe all of this needs to come out a little bit more too. All right, so what do we need to do here? Maybe we can actually drag this, use this to be the rest of the head. It's a possibility. Maybe we can find another. So let's kind of just bring this down a little bit. See if we can utilize it. Either that, or I just put another square under there. Wait a minute, why is this not smoothing at all? Interesting. So let's flatten it then. I'll flatten you. And let's add the cylinder for the neck. So these are side, face. Let's add a cylinder for the neck. Actually kind of fun. Not thinking too much about it. Let's move it to the back. So let's stretch it out a bit, and then let's edit it, and let's do a radius so we can make the bottom quite wide. Man, the wind is crazy out there. It's a cold one tonight. My feet are cold. I would have my heater on, but I feel like since I'm recording, I'm going to leave it off because I'm dedicated. All right, that's actually not terrible. Let's throw a sphere on the. Where did it go? Oh, here it is. Let's just. Why is this mirrored? Did I mirror this? Oh, that's the ears. That's what happens when you don't label stuff. Ears. So what am I looking for? Visual went into side face, didn't it? It did. So let me bring the neck out and label the neck. You always got to label your stuff. Okay. Alright, I kind of want to see if I can, let's see what we can do, if we can have some fun with these. Okay, it's kind of interesting. I feel like I'm missing some mass from the head, though. I'm not exactly sure what it is. and what I'm missing. It could just be it could just be something like that. I wonder if I can get these little things off too. These little... That looks kind of crazy. They're kind of big. See if I can get a smaller one. I mean, I kind of like it. It's kind of interesting. Oh, okay, so, oh, maybe this is all too high. Maybe that's the issue. So let's take jaw, nose, jaw, bottom. What happens if we bring them down some? Because we're going to need some space for the eye. And also we need to make an area inside the mouth here. So let's see if we can use this mouth, or this jaw. Let's clone it. Why don't I save? Save as Tiger Quick. Okay, so let's use this jaw bottom. We'll bring it up, we'll shrink it. So maybe something like that. Let's see if we can cut this puppy. So we'll get rid of that. We'll voxel merge them at like 300 or so. All right. Let's get in there with the drag and see if we can push this back. It might be good because I do want to join, you know, the jaw. So I think that might actually work if I could get these lined up. Might not have to. There we go. I think I like that. All right, so for this nose, I think I want to try to stretch it back some. Oop, symmetry. I like where the front is, so I'm going to use drag. Hopefully I can kind of keep the front where it is. Okay. So now let's try to dig out some eyes real quick. So we use clay. Let me save. We'll use clay and we'll do sub. And so we want to leave like a space for the... We want to leave this middle part where it goes into the nose. So hopefully this is enough room for eyes. So we'll just do like a nice shape like this. Okay, we'll make sure the bottom is kind of like a little more straight, a little less round. I want the top to be round and the bottom to be fairly straight. Okay, I think that's good. Okay, well, yeah, I wish I remembered how to do those, the ears. Let's see, was it drag or move? So there was like a cool move I did where, why can't I'm so confused. Oh, I didn't validate these? Dumb. I might have to go back and make them bigger, but we'll see. Oh yeah, I can't remember how I did it. So this part is folded. So it's more of a shape like this. So more of a shape like that. Make them smaller and push them back a little bit. Now I just have to remember how I did it. Maybe I just added a piece here. I could always do that. But they're sort of folded back. I'm just trying to figure out the best way to kind of get the shape right with them. What if I go like this to get the bend in like the ends, but then I go on the other side and maybe use drag and push in. I mean, it kind of makes sense a little bit. We'll just have to sort of adjust them a little bit. If I can use world. Yeah, I'll use world. I'm going to sort of move the ears to get that shape again. Although, it might be easier to add clay. Although, I don't know if I want to do it now or later. If I add clay, I can sort of fake that shape that we were going for. See, I can sort of fake it. But it's doing weird stuff right now. So let's go ahead and make it a little sturdier. Oh no. Okay, so that's what I was kind of worried about. Let's if I subdivide it, well then maybe that'll help. I wonder if I can add some clay to this, if that would help. Because I'm not too worried about the back of the ears. That looks crazy. But if it'll make it sturdier, then I'm all for it. Okay, that's better. At least that worked. Let's move the head out back here so it's a little wider. And let's actually move the head out a little bit here as well, so it kind of meets these, just makes it a little wider. Because we kind of lost it a little bit. Not sure when or how, but we sort of lost the shape of the head. Okay, I think that's all right. I want to take the jaw and I want to spread the jaw a little bit, as though the jaw is going into the face. Yeah, that's better. All right, I like this so far. I think it's decent. So let's smooth out this and let's start putting some of this stuff together, because again, I want to do this quickly, and if I take my time with everything, it will take forever. Let's add some spheres for eyes. And I actually didn't even do like a practice one or anything for this. This is just all straight, making it up as I go. Trying to figure out how far away I want the eyes. I think that actually looks okay. Let's go ahead and validate it. It could probably actually be a little bit smaller, but that's all right. Put them a little lower. It's actually not terrible. It's not terrible. Can sort of adjust this a little bit. Maybe pull this part out a little bit. Maybe pull this part up a little bit so I can give it that flatness that I was looking for. Okay, I think that's good. The only thing now is this, before I start putting stuff together, I feel like this end needs to be attached more, attached a little bit better. Sometimes I look over and I'm so glad that symmetry is on. It saves me from having to turn it on and redo whatever I was doing. I want to make sure he has a nice big nose, just like mine. Okay, and for this part, let's just use move and symmetry. Spread that part down. Maybe do something like this. Yeah, I'm kind of happy with that. It feels all right. Bring back the head a bit. Okay, so let's do some quick eyelashes. You know I love to do my eyelashes. You know I would not be able to not do it. You know this, man. Boom, pow, pop, wham, boom, and one out here for good measure. Mirror it. I want to look at the drawing. The drawing doesn't come down too far, but this is actually unique because tigers do have that extra little like piece down here that kind of goes like that. I've never done it before, but that might be a very interesting thing to do. So let's just make this bigger here. And we can make this smaller, but can I do radius again? Okay, good. So I'd like to make these really small here, but then make them but then make it a little bigger when it comes to the end. But I want to have this sort of look like it's just like the normal way I do them. So something like this. This can be a little bit bigger. All right, so let's validate that, and then let's smooth here. Let's smooth this one too. And I usually just flatten the back part, but I'm going to flatten this as well. Okay, so we'll do something like that. I like it. For the nose. Firstly, it's flat on this side. Feels good. It feels right, I should say. Okay, so nice and flat here. And honestly, I don't need much more than this. I think that looks really good. If anything, I could maybe drag the front out a little bit more. All right, let's smooth this a little bit. And let me just use pinch to just draw out this, draw out that plane a little bit. It's quite nice. I'll take it. And let's put some teethies in the bottom. So let's use, we'll use a sphere. We'll use a couple spheres for this. The first one we can make the front row of teeth, the little tiny teeth. We want to make sure we get it behind that jaw. Flatten it up really good. Actually, doesn't really need to be flattened that much. I think that's good. We'll make this teeth middle, since it's the middle part. Let's clone it because it's right there. Actually, low fangs. So I think I'm just going to make it a mirror. And then I want to go to the mirror and not go to the low fangs, separate them, and then do what I got to do. Okay, so now I just have to adjust it so they look like they're part of the other teeth. I mean, that's not bad. It's not terrible. But you know what this needs? Let's do world. Let's bring it out. First off, I want it kind of like this, and I also want to give it a bend. But let's do symmetry so it's even. I think that's what I was missing. Yes, that feels better. It feels much better. So now for the teeth, if we want to make them a little more fangy. Okay, that's not bad. Now we just have to figure out if we want them to be a little lower. So let's take this. Let's take teeth middle. Let's go ahead and validate these. And call it fangs. Let's take teeth middle and clone it. And we're going to make this a mirror too. So we'll make that a mirror. Wait a minute. Pivot, reset, pivot? No. Oh, I want to be on the teeth, that's why. So I want to do that. I want to turn it. I don't even know if this is going to work. This might not work. What I'm trying to do is use this for the other teeth. But I don't know if that's going to work. Let me straighten it out. Let's see if we can make it thicker, number one. Does that make sense now? I'm just trying to make the other teeth. And just use like drag and just kind of, whoops. Let's turn symmetry off. Nothing too fancy, just like, even just something like that. So there's some other teeth in there. I think that looks fine. Okay, so I want to, we'll just call this back teeth. So teeth, middle, and fangs. These look great, so I think I can go ahead and just join these for now. I'm going to clone it, and then I'm going to do snap 90 and turn it upside down. Let's get it off snap, and then let's like see if we can put it in place. But I feel like not that much of it would show really. I don't know if I should have done the other ones. I guess we don't really need the other ones. I'm fine without it. So this is the cylinder. That's what that is. So that cylinder, I'm just going to push up that cylinder in there because it's kind of in the way. I don't even know what that is. So that's the head part. I don't even know what most of this stuff is. But I want it away. And this is the neck, so we can push that back too. And I'll open this up a little bit. So I'm basically just pushing away things that are in the jaw so we can have a little distance in there. But other than that, I think everything looks good. Pretty happy with it so far. Let's take crease on the ear and let's make a crease here. And it'll sort of make it look like the effect that we were going for. Let's flatten. Gotta be careful there. You can even drag this part. I'll just flatten this part, hopefully. Yeah, lets me flatten it. I mean, it's not the cleanest, and actually, this is kind of pointy here. Let's just smooth all this out so it's not looking so crazy. Okay, it's actually not terrible. So the only thing that I might do is move them back a little bit. And actually that's pretty good. I'm happy with the shape of them and stuff. And let's see if I can take drag and make it really small. And let's turn symmetry off and see if we can get some of these little let's see how those look. Because they kind of feel silly. But they don't look too bad, actually. They feel really dumb, but they don't look too terrible. Do we want like another one over here? Maybe here we would do symmetry. No, actually we don't need symmetry. It's kind of interesting. Let's save. Ooh, we need to multi-res that. Or subdivide it, I should say. That way we can make it a little sturdier. I hope I was on the right piece. I think I was. All right, so I'm pretty happy with this. Let's just go ahead and put some of this stuff together. So there was that cylinder. So let's put together the neck. Oh, what is this tube? Oh, that's the eyelashes. The neck, the head top, jaw top, snoot, nose. Oh, let's leave the nose. Let's leave the nose. The ears. Oh, the only problem is we didn't, we should have validated the ears. So we'll join children, ears, eyes. I think these are lashes. I think that's what those are. Yeah. Eyes. We have a neck. Side face. Oh, I kind of want to do the first side face. I wish I would have... well, let's validate and uninstance them. Oh, I think this is actually perfect. So I think, because I think these are... Oh, wait a minute. Wait, what happened? Somewhere along the way, I feel like the... Yeah, what's up with that? How did that happen? I hate when that kind of thing happens, but oh well. Well, let's go ahead and validate. Join children. These are the eyes. I'm just going to rename it to eyes. Side face. Let's validate and uninstance. So now we're good there. And ears, we want to validate. Fangs I'm going to put together with back teeth. Put all that stuff together. Jaw top, jaw bottom. Oh, the only thing that I didn't do here was add some flavor. I gotta figure out the right way to do it. Maybe a little bit bigger, and then just maybe like... I feel like I want to use like a cylinder or something. Something crazy like that. Or a cone. Oh, it always annoying. I'm not even sure like what I want to do, but my brain, that's how my brain just puts stuff together. And it's like maybe there's an easier way to do it. If I clone this, I wonder if that will look interesting. Let's see. So I kind of get what my brain is thinking, but I don't quite know. Yeah, I don't really know what my brain was thinking. I don't know. I mean, it's sort of similar to that, so I guess I kind of get it, but it doesn't look like it works. But let's test it out real quick with the bottom jaw. Maybe it looks decent. Does it make sense? I feel like these little draggies are like better. They just like look a little bit better. But they have to be really small though. And maybe I can make them look good with, first let me smooth. Might be able to make them look a little bit more better with the crease. Maybe even flatten too. I mean, it's something. It's something. All right, but I'm not going to think too much about it. We're just going to leave. We're going to leave that there. I can put a tongue in later. Do I want to do the whole eye thing? Kind of do. But I think this is coming on an hour, so I think we're going to pause here, and then we'll come back and we'll do the eyes, and we'll do the coloring, and we'll do some lighting. All right, keep drawing, keep sculpting. I'll see you all in the next video. If you want to learn more, check out my classes on Skillshare. I have 2D classes and 3D classes. Be sure to check me out on social media, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all Drug-Free Dave. As always, keep drawing, keep sculpting, and I'll see you all in the next video. What's up guys, Drug-Free Dave here, and welcome to another Skillshare exclusive class. This one is called the Kawaii Workshop. We're going to be working in 3D and Nomad Sculpt. I'll be using the iPad Pro 2021, but Nomad Sculpt is available on iPads and iPad Pros and Samsung tablets. So I really love making characters and doing character designs, putting them together, sculpting them, modeling them. Very cute, simple. So not only is this class all about cute characters, but it's all about making our scene and making our models with efficiency in mind. But we're going to take extra steps to make sure our poly count stays low where it should be. So we're also going to focus on composition. We're going to add a background in, and we're going to make our scene fit seamlessly with that background. And we're going to add our little characters in so it looks like that is the background scene. We're going to make it really blurry. A lot of artistic stylization coming into this class because that's how I work and that's what I love to do. This class comes with a ton of free extras. I'm going to include a whole room so you can use your characters once you finish them to populate the room. I made all of these assets, really cool assets, and I'm going to include those all with this class because it's just fun to use your characters and put them in a physical space and move them around in a physical space. Alright, so that's my pitch. That's it for this intro. I really had a great time making this class, and I'm looking forward to joining you in class so we can make some really cute little kawaii characters. Alright, so let's move on to the next video, class project. Three, two, one, go. And welcome to another Skillshare exclusive class only on Skillshare. I just said that. Nomad Sculpt. What's up, guys? Cute, simple, oversimplified things. What am I even talking about? Let me just stop this. So essentially, we're just going to take a lot of steps to make sure that. So basically, we're just going to work on a class the minimal amount of. So we're also going to focus on competition. So this class, I don't need to say so. I'm gonna go over a lot. Kawaii Workshop. I don't know if I'm gonna name it the Kawaii Workshop or just Kawaii Workshop. We'll see. But I'm looking forward to you joining me in class. Let me turn my phone off so it's not going off while I'm filming. This is a sample tutorial, something similar to what we do in that class. So if you like, the cat's eating and I just got distracted. The Kawaii Workshop. I don't look happy at all. The Kawaii Workshop.